gamer in the world who has never been defeated. He always won every gaming tournament he participated in. But then, one day, his own team kicked him out, or should I say, replaced him. Everyone thought Sia would give up gaming altogether. But Sue started again from level 1, and this time, not just to win, but to show them their true worth. Shu was the king of the gaming world. There was no one who didn't know him, but one day he was called in. The team needs a new captain, so you're being replaced. He didn't even think for a moment about how many times Shu had made them champions. Yet a new guy was brought in and given Isu's place. Shu remained silent for a few moments. He didn't show any anger or ask any questions. He simply resigned and left. A team member tried to stop him, but Sue wasn't one to stop. On the way, he spotted a gaming cafe. Inside, a girl was playing the same Glory game. After losing 50 times, she's about to leave, upset, when she gets a notification that someone has logged into her account. She quickly rushes over and is astonished to see that Exu has cleared the level in just 40 seconds. It would have been even quicker if my hands weren't so cold. For a second, the thought crosses her mind, this is definitely a pro player. What if it's Ikao? He's a big fan of Ixu's, but when she checks his ID, his name is something else. This Chao's real name is Xu. Everyone knows about him, but no one has ever seen him, so she can't recognize him. Sue says wise, we need someone to work at this cafe. I can do that job for you. Chan says, if you beat me in a one-on-one match at Glory, I'll agree. Shu apologizes. I've given my gaming account to someone else. Shu pulls out a card to create a new account and play. Chan is shocked to see him again. This is a 10-year-old player? I've only been playing for 5 years. Shu starts playing, and Chan watches his gameplay. After hours of completing small missions, he finally gets a rare bundle. It was nighttime, so Chan was asleep. Then Sue decides to join a random squad that has to clear a monster. Inside the game, C sees a man wearing an expensive bundle, and everyone starts chasing him. He wins over him. But when the monsters come, all the new players die. From a distance, Sue watches the man with the expensive bundle and thinks, spending money doesn't make a good player. One must also know how to play. He tells Shu to help him defeat him. I'll give you 50% of my loot. Suddenly, Sue charges at the monster, saying, I'll take 100% of the loot. The man dies due to low HP, and Sue takes all the loot. Meanwhile, Chan wakes up and witnesses this final attack with her own eyes. Astonished, wow, you play quite well, but you still need to improve your skills. Just then, a message starts appearing on Sue's screen, claiming that he deliberately killed his own team members just to steal their loot. Now, no one was willing to accept him, So he goes to Sui, who is spreading the word, and affectionately threatens him, add me to your team, or it won't be good. Leader Moon Knight angrily adds him, I'll tell you inside the dungeon. But the way Geo was getting the first kill every time he entered, everyone was terrified by him, and he was clearing every dungeon so quickly that the other team had no chance. They suspected that a pro player must be playing under a noob ID. They had to keep an eye on this guy named Lord Grim. Meanwhile, the team leader reluctantly appoints Zhu as the leader. If you have to do everything, then handle this too. Just then, a hidden boss appears in front of them. Yu wants everyone to distract him, and then he defeats him with a final attack. Everywhere an announcement is made that the first kill on the hidden boss was made by Lord Grimm's group. Whoever opens the message box, their screen filled with friend requests, and the most requested is from a guy named Blue River. Upon accepting his request, he messages Shiko Tuemu. I'm from a very famous guild. We're one guy short. Would you like to come?
No, I'm busy leveling up right now.
So please help us clear at least one difficult level. Yes, I can do that. But I need some of your rare items. Blue River reluctantly complies with his demands because this guy has tremendous skills. After waking up, Shiv goes outside and sees the TV showing his former team announcing his retirement at a press conference. So all his fans around the world were very sad. Why did he retire so early? Chan is also crying. But seeing Sue in front of him, she says, "What a stone-hearted person you are. You don't look sad at all." Oh. Sue smiles. Is it necessary for me to cry? Who will tell him now? Sue is the one Chan is shedding so many tears for. Shu logs in with his ID and goes to the Brewbrook Guild members to clear the air. Everyone was waiting for him outside. The captain asks, "Let's plan next." Fu says, "Leave it to me." The captain wonders, Woody, is he joking? How will he be able to face them alone? But Su was serious. He was single-handedly entering the midst of so many goblins, killing them like crazy. And he's playing with such high sensitivity that even the captain was surprised that someone could play like this. I'll probably never be able to play like this. Shiv was using his weapon in a very unique and weird way. A way that no one would have imagined. After gathering all the monsters together, G gives the order to attack, and one by one, they follow his command, Ashidand. As a result, they not only win, but also set a new record for clearing the dungeon in 20 minutes and 24 seconds. Brew Liver starts trumpeting, "Lord Grim, we'll play with our guild from now on. Now tell me, who wants to mess with us?" But C's deal was to clear just one dungeon, so he immediately leaves the guild. Meanwhile, the next day, Chan's friend comes to visit him. Chan sets him up for a one-on-one match with a guy because he wasn't able to clear the level, and his friend is quite good at games. Tank quickly defeats him with ease. Sisu, observing her hand movements, says, "Woto, good. Speed is good." Tank replies, "This game was quite easy." Just then, Chan remembers Shu and arranges a one-on-one match between them. Everyone in the area is now focused on the two. To make the match interesting, Shu puts a cigarette case, barely containing a couple of cigarettes, on his bat, and Tank puts a penny on his bat. And Tang puts a penny on his bat. Playing this match, Tank experienced a feeling she's never experienced before. Defeat. Adding insult to injury, Sisu says, "You have speed, but speed alone can't win everything. Keep practicing, you'll learn someday. It'll take you 100, 200 years to be like me, but you'll lumpan." This hurts Tank's ego, and she continues to bat against Shu again and again. But as we know, Shu defeats her every time. Now even the people around him leave, seeing him lose repeatedly. Tank says, "Jane, I need to create a new account in this glory game so I can defeat him and show him who I really am." Preparations begin to create Tank's new ID. Tank wanted to play as Siu in the unspecialized class, whose style was quite different than whose weapon he had designed exactly according to his character, Hufo Hunter. But he decides it's better to play as Meiji Bai. Chan starts showing him Suska's gameplay clips so he can play it better. Just then, Su comes in and says, "Why don't I teach you? These are old techniques. I can teach you something new." Chan shoos him away. "Get out of here, you big man." Later, Su overhears people talking about a very dangerous boss, Emperor, and the top 3 guilds are fighting each other to get the first kill. As we can see, they're all having a hard time handling the boss. Just then, Sue arrives and saves them, demanding they add him to their team. They then head straight for the boss and begin attacking him relentlessly. She gives the order, and everyone follows Soma. But then, suddenly, over 100 zombies appear. Seeing them, all the guild members break into a sweat. Because Lord Grieve has killed the boss so many times, his anger is sky high, and he's not about to leave anyone alive. Sue shouts, "Run now!" Everyone starts running, and the boss follows them, following them a long way. Ju orders the two to distract him, after which he launches a final attack and defeats him. The system announces, quote, "The first kill goes to Lord Grieve and his team." There's an uproar. Lord Grieve has entered the middle of the battle between three great guilds and defeated the dangerous boss. Brew River sends Shu a friend request again, begging him to join their Gaga Booksmile. What's the point of changing guilds every day? But Shu refuses, saying, "Shu, sorry, I have an appointment with another guild right now, so I'm a little busy." Just as he's logging out, he hears an announcement. His old team, Excellent Era, has broken his record, setting a new record in Frost Forest. In Frost Forest. It took Sue just 13 minutes and 24 seconds, compared to Xsu's 20 minutes and 24 seconds. To break this record, Shu creates his own guild, including a tag member and a mysterious girl. Chan arrives and scolds him, thinking he'd hire Suze as a launcher, but he's chosen someone else. But up his voice, At night, a live match is underway between Sue's old team, Excellent Era, and 3001 Degrees. Today, someone else is playing on the same account that Sue used to play on. It's a 1-on-3 match, and it looks like he's going to win. But Sue says Excellent Era will lose. Chan, surprised us, says how clearly it looks like he's going to win. Sue explains that the guy is new, and 31 Degrees is deliberately prolonging the game. This is causing the guy named Sunsung's heart rate to increase, and the pressure to finish the match quickly is increasing his speed. Another man. That's why he's going to lose. We're about to see the results when the lights go out. But later we learned that what Sue said was true. Excellent Era would have lost the match. Tank is leveling up in a cafe, sitting next to Susie. Just then, two of Excellent Era's men, drunk, enter the cafe and start teasing Tank. Just then, one of the men notices Shu and points and says, look who it is. Hey, Captain, you scolded me so much to play well, and yet you left the team yourself. Sue laughs and replies, I scolded you so you'd improve. But if you want to play like a jerk all your life, I can't help it. And if you want to study, then read this. People can't come to this cafe after drinking. The two leave angrily. Inside the game, Sue and his guildmates meet with the guild they had an appointment with to set a new record in Frost Forest. A member from another guild, Tyrannical Ambition, is surprised and says, your team is all noobs. We'll never set a new record like this. Tank had just started playing, and this guy was the same guy Sue met while clearing the boss dungeon. He then becomes a final member, a launcher class player, Laura. But while clearing dungeon, the crowd lover is shocked to see how well these new players are playing. And the most surprising thing is when the girl Cleansing Mish is about to use her professional level launcher attack. Crowd lover's entire attention is drawn to her, and he begins to suspect who is behind this. Sue comes and scolds him. Don't use all these moves here. And if you haven't recognized her yet, let me tell you, this girl's a member of Excellent Era, Ofumen, whom we see stopping Zu at the beginning of the story. Crowd lover thinks it might be Sumu Chang. Then he wonders why would a professional player play with her. They can't break the record right now. So he tells Su Teng to practice more in the Frost Forest, and he himself begins to level up his weapon to play even better. After many attempts and a lot of hard work, they finally set a new record in 13 minutes and 5 seconds. But not for long. Egg's excellent era breaks this record, setting a new one of 12 minutes and 55 seconds. Tank angrily declares we must break their record quickly. Su calms down and says, don't worry so much. We're not a professional team. Leave everything to me. Excellent Terra's vice captain, Su, had previously insulted him very badly. He has discovered that Lord Grimm is actually Su, and to take revenge, he creates another account and sends Su a friend request. When Su accepts his request, he says, if you need a player in your guild, I'll come. No, not right now. Just try one-on-one with me once, and you'll see how well I play. Shu arranges a one-on-one match for him against Steamed Burn. Steamed Burn wasn't playing that well yet, so the vice captain wins, and he creates his second account, Hateful Sword, and joins the group. They all arrive in Banya Dungeon. Su has to set a new record. He comes up with new strategies. Of course, he spends all his time monitoring them, forgetting that he has a match of his own today. And when it comes time to play the match, he hasn't practiced, so he loses badly. But he had heard Shu's strategy. So Excellent Era also sets a new record by clearing a level quickly in the Boneyard Dungeon in... He, innocent and sad, messages Jiayu. We worked so hard, and how did Excellent Era break our record? Su replies, because you didn't play well. Hao's mouth goes dry. What did you think? I won't even know who you are by watching your gameplay. Hao angrily shuts down his PC. Just then, a mysterious boy appears, whom Su had invited to join his guild. He's the same guy who beat Hao so badly in the one-on-one match. Su takes Hang to a corner of the cafe, as Hang is quite famous and the vice captain of the Brew Rain Guild, Ayua. He whispers no one here should know my identity and that I'm helping you. Otherwise, I'll tell everyone about you. In the game, he joins his flowing tree. Just then, Steamburn asks, quote, where is Hateful Sword? And who is he? Shu says he couldn't come due to some difficulties, but... Shu is about to call out Hang's name when Hang immediately starts screaming, so no one else can hear him. But the plan was to lure these small zombies into the crevice to save time and focus directly on the second boss. Because of Hang's excellent sword styles, Su was confident they would easily break the record. After killing the second boss, he asks, if Excellent Era used the same strategy, how did they manage to be so first? Su says it's because their vice captain has been spying on us and following our strategy. Now I understand why he lost so badly to me. His entire focus was on this. And with everyone's perfect cooperation, these guys would have set a new record of 16 minutes and 24 seconds in Boneyard. Hong asks Shivu, when your career was going so well, why did you retire, mama? Shu gives him another reason. Then he says, then why didn't you join another guild? Su calmly replies, Semekoto, if I had done that, Sumu Chang would have also cancelled her contract with Accident Era and joined me. That's why I don't want to do this. Yes, you're right. Su has always supported you. But how much time is left before her contract expires? A year and a half, so will you stay like this until then? Later, when these guys are practicing in-game, someone keeps an eye on them. Steamed Burn says, look over there, who's that? Shu says, I saw him a long time ago. Let him do what he's doing. Just then, the leader of the tiny herb grid appears and attacks them directly. First, he knocks out Steam Burn. Then, he does something to the tank, making it impossible for it to move. Then, Su has to step in to fight. Seeing his incredibly superior skills, he realizes that the person whose ID this is can't play this well. And Shu's words are true. This ID actually belonged to someone else whom he's playing with off to the side. Wang is the captain of the Tiny Herb Guild. In this game, 5 special titles are awarded to the best players: Battle God, King of Fighting, Sword Saint, Miracle, and finally, Magician. Wang holds the Magician title. Wang loses and his suspicions grow that a level 27 casual player can't defeat him. He then sends 2 professional player Uxi to kill Su in-game. He claims it's a simple task. When they find Su in a desert-like location, they attack him directly. However, Su manages to sidestep a technique, injuring one of his men. Su then explains to the 2 professional players why he's called the world's best player, using increasingly dangerous moves against them and when they're both about to lose, Wang sends more players and gives them a single mission to defeat the game's boss, Lord Grimm. After watching his gameplay, Wang is 80% sure that Lord Grimm is actually Su. Ace. The story ahead is going to be quite interesting. So if you're a gamer and enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to join series. More installments are coming, so just wait and comment. Let me know how you liked this episode and my video. Himu.